Hey, I don't exactly know how to start out this channel, or videos in general, but here I am, giving it a try. And hopefully I'll get used to talking into a phone alone in my room, because it definitely feels weird to me right now. Anyway, I decided to start making videos because I feel like I kind of missed out on being a YouTuber years ago. I mean, I did try for a bit, but then I kept scrapping all my ideas out of insecurities and existential mindsets, which is always a fun time. And they still kind of are there, but they could just stay over there or leave while I make my nonsense anyway. Because what is life if I just stay in one spot, always stuck in a doubt and fear-filled existential prison, I guess you could call it. And if I can spend so much time sitting in it, why can't I spend time creating in it? I considered doing just vlogs and sharing my thoughts, but I'll also likely share a lot of embarrassing and funny stories, also music I love, my own art projects, and other interests and hobbies, and maybe even do some games and challenges that I wanted to years ago for the fun and nostalgia of it. But anyway, to get to know me a little bit, a couple interests of mine are the cyberpunk genre, kind of like when I made this, as well as some fantasy and sci-fi in general, Marvel in general, but my favorite character being Doctor Strange, if you couldn't tell. Also music, I love most genres, and I've also been a long-time fan of fixed music, and the many artists that I've found through them, like all of these ones. And one of the most recent ones being Izzy. Love her. And I definitely recommend checking out her new album that just released, which you can actually hear some of that music playing right now in the background. And each song in there is a unique mix of genre mashing together, so each song is worth at least one listen for sure. I also enjoy a wide variety of topics like science, neuroscience, biology, chemistry, astronomy, nature, psychology, and mystical or spiritual topics, and philosophy. And I really love and find the electromagnetic spectrum fascinating, to just name a few things. As for some hobbies and whatnot, I enjoy playing games, drawing, and other art projects. Sewing is a new one that's fun. I'm working on some stories that I plan to turn into comics someday. I like to listen to the buzzing and beats of electricity and devices for fun. And I do have an interest in making music, though I'm mostly experimenting with loops and samples here and there for now. And as much as I enjoy reading, my ADHD has me reading multiple at one time. And no, I don't mean literally all at one time, although that would be quite the skill. More like I start one book, get restless or distracted with curiosity or creativity, and later start another book, until I'm cycling between multiple at random times. Also with some long breaks of no reading. So I tend to get through them very slowly, and I have so many unread books on my shelf, but I do still love them. There are rare times where I can like binge a book from start to finish and forget to eat and all that stuff, but that is rare. I guess I could also mention 10 random facts about myself. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday. Next would be Christmas, mostly for the lights, decorations, winter events, and I've always loved snow, especially when it really sparkles under a bright full moon. It just brings me a kind of sense of peace. I love all seasons for various reasons. Fall is still my top favorite, and not just because of Halloween, but I love that I get to fully experience all of them where I live. Even though I do start to miss winter during summer and summer during winter at times, because it can get up to like 35 degrees in the summer and minus 40 in the winter. So I find spring and fall are usually happy medium when it comes to temperature. I'm autistic, have ADHD, dyslexia, a mild tic disorder, and auditory processing disorder. I did write more on this, but it started to get really long, so I decided to move it to a potential future video instead. So if you're interested in a more in-depth of me rambling on that and my experiences with it, then feel free to stick around. But continuing on, some of my favorite animals are capybaras, cats, foxes, dogs, geckos, other lizards, frogs, rats and mice, raccoons, chickadees are adorable, shoebill is also pretty cool, You know what? There's just so many cool animals out there. I hope one day to pull off a Doctor Strange cosplay. Obviously not with this haircut, but I'm mostly aiming for the comic versions, kind of like with the horned cloak. But maybe I'll eventually get to the movie one someday too. A friend of mine actually did buy me one of the, I think it was called Defender Strange from the Multiverse of Madness, the red suit, which I am still incredibly thankful for and appreciate. And I will get it done someday, but I need to make some adjustments to it. And get a long wig, so I can put that in a ponytail. But yeah, being a 90s kid, of course, I'm nostalgic about the 90s and early 2000s. My favorite shows and movies that I can think of right now would be Danny Phantom, Kim Possible, Spy Kids, Beyblade, Digimon, Pokemon, SpongeBob, Lilo and Stitch, Recess, Power Rangers, That's So Raven, Mystery Hunters, Popular Mechanics for Kids, Proud Family, Magic School Bus, and so much more. I still have one baby tooth left, despite being well into my adulthood now, and the reason is because I didn't have adult teeth betwined, and the reason for that is I didn't have adult teeth behind 4 of them, so there's nothing to push them out, so they stuck around for quite a while. I do have a guitar, but I have no idea how to play it properly or professionally, that is. Some of my favorite video games, or games in general, are Observer, System Redux, and I actually got a physical copy instead of playing it through the PS Plus subscription. Other games would be Minecraft, Sims 4, Mabinogi, Jackbox games, and I keep wanting to say Jackbox for some reason, Blockus, Cards Against Humanity, Neverwinter, Fortnite, and a few new ones to me are Telestrations, which just can't stop laughing with that one, and Music League, if that counts. And that's not even getting into nostalgic games, which could be a whole video in itself. And last round is back. I one day wish to acquire a theremin to play around with. Hopefully one where I can plug headphones into so I don't annoy everyone. But it just seems like a lot of fun, especially because it's an instrument you play by not touching it, but by moving your hands around to control pitch and volume. It's like pulling music out of thin air, like you're some sort of electromagnetic sound wizard or something. So yeah, I guess that's enough for an intro video to get to know me a bit more for now. If you have any common interests or hobbies, let me know in the comments. I'd love to read them. Or same if you'd like to hear me talk about anything specific a bit more. I might be able to make a video on it, you never know. But yeah, thanks for listening to a stranger ramble about themselves. I hope you have a good day or night, wherever you are. Take care, be weird, keep growing, and never give up on your dreams. See ya.